here, they've got a lot of potential energy now, and they've been using that potential energy to cut down. So that's the big story of what happened 13,400 years ago. And a lot of what this river is doing today is still dictated by that event. Its main river that the Minnesota cut down, and so the lower part of this river has been incising about as fast as any other river in the world, which people knew about 6 years ago when we started working here, but they didn't fully appreciate what that means for the sediment in the river, the sensitivity of the river system. And so that's a big part of the story that we're continuing to develop here is, why is this river so sensitive? Why has it always had a high sediment load? How high is it relative to the sediment load that it's had over the last 13,000 years or so? That incision hasn't gotten this far up in the system. It's gotten, we'll see in St. Clair about at the uppermost point where that incision has gotten to.
You just mean the cut into the...
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, basically the Minnesota's here, Le Sueur is here, Minnesota goes down, and the Le Sueur starts cutting down like that.
Okay.
And then, you know, you can imagine this lower part of the river has cut down really rapidly in geologic time. But this upper part of the river doesn't know anything about that big incision event.
Yeah.
So it really hasn't responded at all to that.
And that's what you call a nick point?
Right, yep. The nick point is this kind of anomalous increase in slope of the river. Generally speaking, rivers decrease in slope as you go downstream. They get flatter. And one of the most remarkable things about rivers is that their slope decreases at a very predictable rate. So you can look at a river, and the vast majority of rivers around the world, I can tell you that rate is, it's a power function, it's a type of equation. The exponent on that is 0.5.
Just, that's the way it is.
Yeah. When you see a river whose slope decreases faster or slower than that, you know there's something strange going on there. So that's a key indicator that geomorphologists use to say, okay, where are there strange things going on? Why is this going on here? What is it telling me about how the river's working? Here we have a huge deviation from that 0.5, right where you hit St. Clair. Oh, everyone should have a real stop.